Alan, and I would love to talk to you about what's happening on the planet right now. Now, I am a light color intuitive, and I have been reading hundreds and hundreds of people's life colors since 2006. And what I also love to do is take vibration of what I'm feeling on the planet and tell you about it. So, well, like we have an aura around ourselves, and it works in our physical body. If we didn't have our aura, our energetic body, we'd basically be dead. It is that spirit that fills us. Well, the planet too has an aura around it, and when the world is going through a vibration of that color, which goes through about 30 to 40 years, then everybody's experiencing it. And we have been in the place of indigo for the last almost 6 years now. So we have come out of the pandemic, kind of. I think that people have wanted to get back to a new normal or back to their lives, even though the world is shifting and changing so rapidly. They want to get back of a sense of a new normal. And so we have kind of pushed the perimeters of that. I think that we are still within the energy of this transition, very much so. We'll be in it for a while now. The astrologers say that it's going to take another 2 years. But as many people who get on board and to break through of their own challenges, that's how long we're going to be in it. Because as many people who break through to their challenges to get what they really truly want in lives, break those chains that bind them, that's when we're all going to up level. But I do believe that in the pandemic, it allowed us to go inside of our homes, but also go inside of our psyche, go within in order to understand who we are. You know, indigo is all about the polarities of light and dark, and yes, that came up with the conspiracy theories. What is truth and what is not? That is big with indigo energy. And transparency is too. Transparency and truth, bringing forth the stories that we have been taught in school, realizing that they were all false, that there are different narratives that we need to know about. So history is coming forth. Also truth in the world, truth in politics, truth in your own personal lives as well, and being transparent about what's happening in your own personal lives too. So in the pandemic, here we go. We are facing our shadows, and so many people faced their shadows and went within. A lot of us up-leveled our immune system. Maybe we went through COVID and came out the other side, and I believe COVID is a real initiation. It's a real initiation, and if you can really go into it in that way and come out the other side, we have up-leveled our health. We have up-leveled our immune system. And those of us who in the pandemic were so scared of getting the virus, well, we were downing vitamins and supplements and herbs and all sorts of things in order to stay healthy. Some others were on TikTok and shoving their food and yummy stuff down their mouth and binge watching, but still, there was all this kind of transition where we were going within and really taking a look at our lives. Some of us really began to plan what that was. So this shadow comes up and we are really facing it. Actually, a lot of things from the past are coming forward in our lives to really take a look and say, you know, have you received this lesson about this thing from the past? Maybe even people from the past are coming forward into your life because you are supposed to break through your lessons and really get it so you can up level, so the whole world can be in this wonderful place of bliss, of joy, of happiness. And so many of us are trying to find the key in order to break free of the chains that bind us. What is that Eagles song? You know, sometimes we don't realize that we hold the key to our own chains. The lyrics are a little different, but you get the gist. Yes, this is where we are right now. The universe is helping us, and so many people have talked about spiritual awakenings during this time. Yes, it's the Indigo Age. This world and that world are close. There's hardly any veil between them anymore, and it's one of the reasons why people have been taken over to the other side. And bless them, for they are these spiritual warriors on the other side that are helping us survive on our planet and helping their loved ones whom they possibly couldn't when they were in life and dealing with their own struggles. And I really do believe, and I've gotten this from visions, that there is this amazing energy moving over to the other side, and that energy is really helping us to survive and really helping us see that there is this new energy on the planet coming forth. Also, children who are being born these days up until about 15 years old are new children. They're not the indigos anymore. They are the followers of the indigos, and those are the rainbow kids, the opalescents, and the iridescents. Now the iridescents are only coming through not with their group soul, but just as little individuals, and that's what my mother and I are seeing. And the opalescents and the rainbow kids really coming from the same place. Opalescents have all these beautiful pastel colors in their aura: light pink, light blue, mellow yellow, and usually they are a little bit shy in their energy, very aware, very psychic. Same with the rainbow kids, very aware, very psychic, very intuitive, and yet the rainbow kids have vibrant colors in them: vibrant purple, vibrant red, vibrant orange, and that's how they are, very vibrant, saying, I am here, pay attention to me. And amazing individuals, but this next generation is bringing this unconditional love to the planet. And so let me talk about that too. And you know, I do know that there are divine partnerships that are being formed right now in order to up-level the planet. It is about going into this place of unconditional love, and this place, yes, we are in the place of division right now and chaos and a lot of questioning, a big mystery. This is the indigo. This is coming up. The challenges are coming up for us to face them and move through in order to find that happiness. And so there are a lot of connections being made right now through the chaos. But we need to go through the chaos in order to get to the calm, in order to get to our rewards as well. So, a lot that is happening right now. So if you can really find the thankfulness, the gratitude, and the positive places in this chaotic time, you'll do much better rather than going and sinking down into the worst possible kind of scenarios of what your life is, because you can always find the light within the dark. So going back to the division, this is the polarities. You know, when I found out that the indigo was moving in, this was a time in my life that I was experiencing a second near-death experience in 2012. Now, indigo was moving in, but it wasn't quite here. I started realizing it in the atmosphere, in nature, because something was happening in nature, and I realized that, oh my goodness, the worlds are moving closer and closer together. And I started realizing that the elementals of nature started becoming more and more active, when at one time they kind of went to sleep with the kind of emergence of what we on the planet was doing to the planet. We kept on using and using and using the planet, really not using our resources. And so I believe that the elemental world kind of said, you know, we're going to pull back and see what happens. And now they're very much on our side. I don't know if that makes any sense, but to me it does. And in this time, 2012, I was reading the colors on the planet, and I realized that my interpretations and my perception was coming hand in hand with many of the mystics and many of the psychics out there, saying there is a great shift happening. 2012, that's when Indigo started moving in, and that's when Violet, the last age, was moving out. It was about crumbling of things that weren't working for us. Now we're in Indigo, and we're really bringing forth what is really needed to move forward into our future. Now, in, let's see, 2016, I was in Europe, and I noticed this energy shift. The energy shift came in with Brexit. Yes, those of you who were there knew it was such an incredible day. Many people were depressed and many people were happy. There was this division that took place, and I knew that the Indigo energy moved in. Maybe it's because of the dateline. I have no idea, but it moved in before the United States moved in, and pretty much a few months later, in the fall, so Brexit happened in the spring of 2016. In the fall of 2016, Donald Trump was elected. Same thing happened. Many people were for him and many people were against him. And still the division happens through Biden's years. And this division is about, yes, we're on two different sides, but it is about moving into the place of empathy. It is moving into the place of one world connection, one world consciousness in the Indigo Age. But it's not about being on one side or the other side. It's about saying, you know, okay, you're on that side, and it's okay, let's still be friends. And it is about many different ideas coming to the table and finding a solution for all. One world consciousness, Indigo Age. And so moving into this place of empathy, it's about having empathy for your neighbor, for you, someone who maybe you don't know, and yet having a big heart and having empathy. So a lot of people come to me and say, oh my goodness, I think I'm an empath. Empath is a little different, but it comes from the word empathy. Being an empath is not quite the same thing as being empathetic to somebody. That is feeling for somebody. Being an empath means there is no kind of boundary. You are wrapped up in someone's story so much that you don't know where your story starts and theirs ends. It merges together, and a lot of blue life colors have this challenge, especially with their loved ones, where they are giving of themselves and really helping the other, and yet cannot separate themselves from the other person's story. And so sometimes they're listening to someone's story, especially a loved one, and says, yeah, I agree with you. Okay, I get it. And then they walk away and they realize, wait a second, I have a truth. And this is my truth. This is all about stepping into your empowerment right now, but not in a way of righteousness, not in a way of ego. It's about saying, this is my truth, and I hear your truth, and let's meet in the middle. That is what this world is supposed to be coming to. That is what all these children that are being born are bringing, that unconditional love to the planet. Yet we have to go through some chaos to get there. Yes, we do, because indigo energy is challenging, but it is challenging us to new thinking, new thoughts, and it is about questioning everything that's being done. And also taking in what you feel is right within yourself and what you believe in, but also opening yourself to other kinds of stories and other kinds of energies, and not staying so stuck in your little ways that you cannot budge and everything is black and white and everything is very just pointed towards one side. It is about opening up to different cultures, different ideas, different beliefs. There's so much happening in the world and it is exciting. So if you can stay grounded in this and not be rocked around, that is a good thing. Do whatever you can. Take care of yourself. Self-care is the most important thing right now. Taking a walk by a lake, going up into the woods and smelling the clean air, getting connected to your senses, maybe art, doing a piece of art, dancing, singing, making music, being with loved ones, going to those things that you really enjoy. So if you can believe it, you can create it, dream it, and make it happen. We're not supposed to be stuck in the old ways, in our old limiting beliefs, in our old stories anymore. It is about up-leveling and really connecting in with your true story, your true mission, and what you are supposed to do in this lifetime. This is the Indigo Age. It is empowering us. Find your own truth, find your own voice, and speak it no matter if your voice quivers. Keep moving forward and keep speaking your voice. All right, until next time, you can find me at www.energymedicinewoman.com. You can find my life colors there. And you can find a little bit more about me, Titanya Dolan, and everything that I do, from life colors to energy medicine dance, or energy dance for short, and energy medicine magic for kids. All right, till next time, please subscribe and I will give you more videos.